These are live pictures coming from New York City, Midtown, New York City, near Park Avenue, or on Park Avenue, number 345, and police are on the scene. It has just gone 8 o'clock at night. Joining me now is former White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney. This is not too far from Trump Towers either. This is something the White House would surely be scrambling to get information on as well, Mick?
It will be. Keep in mind, the President of the United States is in Scotland now, which is roughly 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure they'd wake him up for this unless there was a closer connection to Trump Tower. And as of right now, and again, we're all sort of grasping for data and for information. It doesn't look as though this was tied in any way to Trump Tower, to Donald Trump, to the president. It sort of feels like a disgruntled ex-employee from one of the businesses in the building. Of course, it could be anything at this point. But no, this might be the kind of thing that they'll just tell the president about in the morning when he wakes up overseas.
Australians have great affection for America, of course, Mick, and many people have been to New York City. They know this area well, and we have chosen not to show these pictures so far, but there are pictures of this individual, a man walking through an open plaza now with a blazer on, a military-style weapon, and into the foyer of 345 Park Avenue, which houses Blackstone, JP Morgan, KPMG. This happened in daylight. This was early evening, New York City. That is terrifying.
It absolutely is. And, you know, it's hard to imagine what the folks are going through. And it's hard. Imagine what they're sitting in their offices right now. It's 12 minutes after 8 o'clock here on the East Coast. They're probably trying to figure out what's going on. They're reading Twitter. As I'm sitting here waiting, about half an hour now, waiting to chat with you a little bit, and I had a chance to go through X to see what is going on. And there's all sorts of information that is out that is unlikely not accurate. There's reports that there are still active shooters in the buildings. There's all sorts of things that, again, you don't want to repeat bad information.
No.
But it's going to be the unknown right now is really probably more frightening to people than what they do know.
If I could just tap into your local knowledge, if you will, Mick. I mean, Park Avenue, 345 Park Avenue. This is, you know, an area of New York City that people will know really well. But what is this area of New York City? It's up near the Fox News building. It's up near Times Square, or is not quite?
It'd be a little bit over from Times Square, not much. Yeah. You know, this is Midtown Manhattan. This is, you know, Blackstone doesn't put their offices in the slums. That's not how it works. This is a very, very wealthy, very famous, very high-profile part of New York City. The buildings that you are seeing are buildings that, you know, anybody who goes to visit New York has walked by. You're probably not that far from the park, maybe, you know, 10 blocks or so, maybe less than that. So this is a very famous part. This should be the safest part of town. Look, in any big city in the world, we all know this. We'd be naive not to admit this. In any really big city in the world, regardless of how safe it is, there's going to be parts of town that just aren't as safe, and parts of town that, you know, you shouldn't go into unless you live there. That's not this part of town. That's not this. Millions of people have walked down this street as they visited New York City every single year. So it's stunning. It's striking to be somebody who spent a lot of time in New York City. To see something like this happen here is just doubly confounding.
Mick Mulvaney, thank you for your patience. I really appreciate this morning. It was great to get you on.
Happy to do it. I wish it was under better circumstances. Thanks, Laura.
Yeah.